want to have fun.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is your boy Joe Hundo. This is the Narrative TV. The year's 2020 Joe, and we got my boy Jeff, aka Spoonerism, in the building. And man, oh man, the Cowboys got their stars handed to them. Let's just put it like that. The score was, what was the score, Jeff?
48-32.
48-32. All the 32 was on what? Empty calories, garbage time. Dak with the major picks.
Yeah, all of it was, we was already 27-20 and 27-0 in the hole. I think it was 27 or 20. It was 20-7 in the hole, I think. But it was 20-0. We was already out of there. It wasn't no way, shape, or form. I mean, there was ways if we would have stopped them, but we could never stop them, boy. We couldn't get one stop.
When did you feel like it was over?
Second quarter.
Second quarter?
Second quarter.
The first quarter, you were still all in?
Yeah, because I figured, we didn't get the ball that much. Dak had no passing yards. I felt like, all right, we just got to get the ball. Because we got the ball, we ain't do nothing. We punted, right? We got the ball back, and they picked it off. And then before that second quarter, before they went down there and scored. And I think at the beginning of the second. And so that just there. After that, and then by halfway through it, I was just like, yeah, I think this is pretty much it for us. Ain't no way coming back from this, unless I say Buddy would have got hurt, or if we could have stopped him and turned the ball over. We couldn't even do what we normally do.
What about Michael Parsons? I know you mad at Dak. What about the defense, the Cowboys defense?
Defense, that's all on coaching, because you put boys in positions to win. And you putting them in the, I get it. You mostly play man, but then they went to the zone and switched it up, and look at these niggas celebrating. They went to that zone, and that zone fucked everything up. That's not, if you ain't accustomed to doing something, don't switch it up now.
Do you feel like Dallas Cowboys defense is too small? They say they run a lot of a lot
of corners, 6 to 8, 6 to 7 corners.
Defensive backs is linebackers and shit.
No, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I know a lot of these niggas, some of these niggas is big. I heard some big safeties, but at the same time, like, you got to be like in a 3-4 or 4-3, which is 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers, or 3 linebackers and the 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. Like, but you can't just be out here with all these, because it ain't. It's a recipe for disaster. Unless you got a lot of shutdown corners, but it ain't like that. And I think that was a big factor, because like you're saying, you playing too small. You putting Parsons, like you was asking about Parsons a minute ago. You putting Parsons in these situations where they already know where he's at. He's already got his hand on the line. He's on the left side, the right side, and every play you look, it was a nigga chipping him, making sure they was somebody coming back, making sure he wasn't gonna get right there to their quarterback. Yeah, we finally got a holding call or whatnot, but I just think Dak got to go back to that linebacker position. You can't have Dak on the line. He got to be Parsons got to be your rover, man. He got to be able to move.
So they had him on the line the majority of the time
this season.
Yeah, you can't, knowing where he at, that's not helping you unless you doing some sort of stunts away from him, knowing where he at and knowing what
He play in different positions. I think he didn't play corner, safety, linebacker, lineman, but I think most of his snaps are on the line. Michael Parsons is that man. Like they said, he could have played any position in college, high school, quarterback.
He didn't help out Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, he's only one person too, though. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you look at them zone coverages, he ain't no corner. Them niggas is out there, but you got to get that person who on them. You know what I mean? Like I said, and that goes back to the coaching. You got to put your players in the best position to win. If your players ain't in the best position to win, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, shit, they can't. What the fuck? If you call them the plays and you tell them to do X, Y, and Z, then okay, shit, if they can't perform, then you got to make adjustments. If you don't make adjustments, then if the other team is clicking on all cylinders and they can't be stopped, shit, they not gonna make any adjustments. We're gonna keep doing the same thing.
What about the bombshell report that Richie Witt, longtime sports personality and writer in the DFW area, he comes out with a report is not picking up a lot of traction. The headline of the report is less than 10 hours ago. Cowboys backstab bombshell. Dak Prescott panics. Mike McCarthy stubborn, says an anonymous player in trust violation. So somebody anonymously has violated the trust of the locker room, and they did it to Richie Witt. So this is a big story for Richie Witt locally. Say it's enough blame to go around. Pretty much Mike McCarthy's leadership and creation of the culture at the Star. Let me see, previous numbers, insiders, examples of how far. Example, Mike puts it all out there for everyone to be successful. So when I did read this, it didn't really sound like a nigga was necessarily shitting on Mike McCarthy, but they saying that he is stubborn. He won't make changes on the defense with the motion offense, and won't make changes on the defense. And they also say that Dak panics if the first read is not there. I personally can say I can see that.
When the game was on, there was a play. He checked about 5 times out that bitch. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, run the play. He kept saying, kill, kill, kill. Then he said some other shit. He just say kill. He did it like 3 times on one play. And I'm like, yeah. And then usually those plays is when he makes the bad decisions. When he thinking he paid Manning, he go out here and switch some shit up. And it don't do nothing but hurt the team. And like you said, that's what I was just saying. Like, if the coaches ain't putting you in the best positions and niggas don't want to switch shit up, and you stand in this zone defense and you ain't moving niggas around, it's gonna kill you. You gotta make adjustments. I thought halftime, boy, you should listen to Jimmy Johnson. Like, halftime, nigga go making adjustments. I done seen plenty of times these boys out here playing basketball at the high school. They down or something, they come back, make adjustments, be like, damn, these boys in the game. Okay, that's how they are. You got to make adjustments. You do it at every level of sports, whether it's Pee-wee, fucking SOA, all the way up to the professional leagues, which they should already know how to, make adjustments easy. These just grown ass making millions of dollars. But what am I? Who am I? I'm just the average trying to get it how I live out here on the, Narrative TV podcast, baby.
I like the plug. I appreciate that. It says here, a Cowboy player, and then in parentheses, or players, said this out loud to a reporter. Somebody broke the trust and the bond and the brotherhood in a way that comes across as backstabbing. So I kind of think it might be some sort of friction in the locker room. A little bit. Yeah. Might be a few rogue.
You gonna have, and it's mostly gonna be your leaders. I don't know if they're gonna be hella rogue, but I know they frustrated just with whatever going on. Because if I'm DeMarcus Lawrence, I think he probably the lead on the defense because he's very outspoken. You don't see us out here like showing a lot of emotions on the sidelines, like, because we ain't in all these crazy positions. And then on the offense, shit, I would thought it was Dak as the leader, but shit, at this point, I can't even tell you who the fucking Tyron Smith or the left tackle, like. But other than that, like, yeah, we don't know who our leaders is. Who's our captains?
Let me give you the information about Dak. Dak Prescott committed 4 egregious high schoolish mistakes in the first half. A forced throw to a back blanketed receiver for an interception, inexplicably taking a sack that negated a field goal attempt, a horrible misread lead to a pick six, and an inexcusable throw short of the goal line that, if not for a lucky penalty on defense, would have resulted in the clock running out and a 27-0 halftime deficit. So that was the first half. The Cowboys' boastful Texas coast offense only scored 16 points in the game's first 54 minutes against a aggressive Green Bay defense that ranked 25th in the NFL, and in December allowed New York Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito a performance that earned NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Does this mean Dak panicked? Defense coordinator Dan Quinn proud group was humiliated in the run game. 143 yards, 3 touchdowns, and through the air surrendered a touchdown pass to a tight end in which, according to Next Gen Stats, Luke Musgrave was more open. His closest defender was 17.2 yards away. than any receiver, any game, all season in the entire NFL. Against an opponent successfully running the ball down their throat, Cowboys quizzically played 6 or more defensive backs on 48 of the Packers' 54 snaps.
Yeah, I saw that playing that many defensive backs on 54
of, or what, 48 of
48 out of 54.
48 of 54, yeah.
That's not even a lot of plays. Some teams I heard running 60, 70 plays a game, and they didn't have to do all that because they was efficient and all that shit. That's crazy.
And in total, McCarthy's team came out lethargic and never awakened. The Cowboys looked stunned, like a cocky, unprepared team that never expected to be punched in the mouth. Does this mean McCarthy and the Cowboys coached with stubbornness? Frustrated, stubbornness, panic? 3 allegations, and again, 2 problems. Are the allegations true, and why are the allegations against this trust-bonding locker room being leaked? So it's allegations about the locker room being leaked.
Oh, yeah, somebody out there, you got to snitch in there. Somebody that probably ain't going to be on the team next year. Because they get exposed, I'm sure.
I mean, they said it out loud. I guess somebody was just saying a motherfucker snitch. So it got to be another story out there. It got to be some more concrete than this, because this is just, not to say this is a fluff story, but it's not really saying anything. We can see that motherfuckers is frustrated. You can tell Mike McCarthy's stubborn, because he just started doing analytics before he started being with the Cowboys. And
yeah, he was. I think he was against it. He was one of those old school niggas. A lot of people don't like that analytics shit, and that's why I like the next gen's stats. That's analytics. That's all new shit. When they show niggas speed and the closest receiver and all that defender, that's all that analytics stuff. And that's like those. I'm pretty sure
they next generation stats.
They went through them iPads they be having when they went through the halftime show. Well, when they go into halftime, it's telling you to make adjustments. Madden getting me, when I come out of halftime and Madden is getting me next gen, what do you want to do? You want to pass? You want to pass, short pass? You want to run? And then on the defense, what do you want to do? Stop the run? The same thing? What do you got to Madden asking me next gen, and I hear what I'm going to do to halftime.
Got somebody asking him some serious questions and giving him some advice.
You got nerds out here. They pay these folks out here to do this, man. Like, to figure out, hey, man, what we got to do.
All right, then the last one will be your boy Dak in panic mode. I can see him panicking or making throws that look like he panicking. If I can't see the panic from my TV, some of them throws that he made, like that one to CD Lamb, with CD Lamb kind of cut up and when he got it, but he would have got his clock clean.
Oh, yeah.
And Buddy still kind of hit him with a little whoop-de-whoop shot.
There was a couple of passes that he, at the line, they got batted down. Boys just put their hands up. I'm like, damn. Bro,
I even feel like he could have used his legs a little bit more in some of them little scramble plays.
He did one. He got up out of there, but at least he's slow. If you looking at our quarterback and then you look at a guy like Jordan Love, all his shit, we was making it look too easy for him because niggas was open. Then like 3 or 4 passes, niggas was just literally wide open, breaking his zone.
Wide the fuck up.
This guy named 14, which is, I get it, you stand in your zone, but if you see nigga moving, you
got to get to that.
Come on, man, 14, bail. I'm calling you out because there was like 3 or 4 plays. You sitting there. You see Buddy cut, the ball going that way, then you gonna run, but he already 10 yards ahead of you. That, come on, man, like that shit is elementary. These niggas on the league, he ain't gonna be there. If he there, I don't know what the fuck, cause Buddy he need a lot of work. Well, you need to go find the best DB coach out there, the best field handy in football. I don't know who that nigga is, Dion. I don't know who this nigga's out. Somebody out here teaching nigga footwork. Dion teaching footwork, you think? But there's somebody out here that's like the coach that we got. Al Harris, the DB with the dreads, because when they out here get these pick sixes, everybody kiki on the sidelines like
they run to him and give him the ball.
Your boy he get all the ball.
Be bowing down on one knee. I done seen it with my own eyes. So that's a wrap for the Cowboys, Jeff. Dak gonna hit y'all real hard across the mouth next season. What's the outlook of the offseason? Are y'all getting a new coach? Right now can you see any shakeups?
I could. It ain't been a lot. Like, it's been 3 days. Usually, motherfuckers want to pull the trigger. Jerry Jones was out here crying. I think he was hurt, man. Like he said, this is one of the worst. It is one of the worst losses. You gave it the most points in the Cowboy playoff history, the most points ever. Come on, man. We didn't give this up to Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre back in the day. To these legends, Hall of Famers, Tom Brady's. We never played Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. But this is the playoffs, right? But like we gave up. Man, come on, man. That's just crazy.
I told you this was gonna be the weekend for a quarterback to make a name for themselves, and Dak could have cemented his name. Instead, he went the other route.
Yeah.
Jordan Love came through.
Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud. I give it to homage to both of these young men. Came out here and did their thing, man. Much love to these young black men out here getting it in out the mud. I don't know how their backgrounds was just to be out there playing that quarterback position, and that shit fun because when we was growing up, it wasn't like that. Now our kids are seeing it and they like, oh, I want my hair like Pat Mahomes. Oh, I want the swag like Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? Like that's we looking at who? Warren Moon? Boy, he was old school. Cause when I was growing up, it was like Rhonda Cunningham. It wasn't a lot of.
You had Cardell Stewart.
Cordell, yeah. Well, Cordell, I didn't. He was a Steelers. I didn't fuck with him. I didn't fuck with him. And then when Michael Vick came, that changed the whole little whoop.
That changed it. Mm-hmm. And then they threw him under the bus. But I think this offseason, though, the big moves we got to do is something. We losing coaches on offense, on defense. Niggas is leaving, getting hired. But we got to find some. Our offensive line got to get better. And we need better corners, man. I know we got boys out here getting 8 picks in a season and all that, 5 picks, 6s in the season, but that shit don't mean nothing. I get the Diggs went down. Definitely need to go get another D lineman. Because you got to get Mark and Parsons out of that line and put him on that defensive, get him at the linebacker position. I think he's better suited at that than he is at the line. Or like have him where he's a rover, he can move around. But don't keep him primarily on the line. You just need to say, fuck it, let him be a rover.
Let him be a rover, man. Hybrid, that's what you pay him for. You finna pay him like that because after in a year and a half, you got to pay him and you got to pay C.D. Lamb. Both of these men want to be the highest paid at their position.
They made
C.D. Lamb had the best season of a Cowboy ever. He had like 135 catches. That's unheard of, boy. Like I get it, but you know what I mean. Receiving, he had like 1,700 yards. And then you looking at Parsons. He's getting 10+ sacks every year. He's been out here. He's wants to get paid. He's been healthy. He's been out there, but you just got to put him in the right positions and put people around him right. But so we got to get our shit together because we can't be paying Dak and having all this shit. Because if that's the case, go get a rookie quarterback and you can make have a lot of niggas at a lot of positions because the quarterback don't cost a lot when they rookie shit. Some got to shake.
Dak gonna get him. Y'all ain't about to not pay Dak. He don't give a fuck who else don't get paid.
Dak got to get his shit in line though. Like, come on, man. Like the biggest thing to me is like you can put up all the stats in the regular season, but if you're in the playoffs and you steady giving up 2+ interceptions in the game, we can't have that, man. That shit's crazy. Like you do too much because then every year you lose in the playoffs, that's another year you done lost, man. Because those windows get smaller and smaller. Look at the Texans; they on their way. Shit, look at the Packers; they're on their way. Baker Faker, he proved me.
Team stepped up.
Yeah, Baker Faker. You can lose that name this weekend if you can, pull off a big upset. If you go out there and y'all boys do y'all thing, shit, you can make a believe in me. Shit, show me.
I feel like I got 2 impossibles. Baker Mayfield and Jordy Love. I said, and then the Lions had to go against the Rams. These picks was chose because of what you've been saying all season. And you getting the playoff runs and want to pick some bullshit teams.
Yeah, and I lost every last because I thought Stafford was gonna do his thing with the Rams. That nigga did not do anything.
That's what I was saying. That I felt like Detroit had more. Nigga, y'all.
I did the Bills though.
The Bills, yeah.
I did have that one
against them. Yeah.
But then the Cowboys, of course, I'm not going against my team.
Cowboys too,
and they let me down.
Yeah, I ain't. But even if I wasn't going with the Cowboys, just because they would have been at home with their home record and it being playoffs, I would have chose them.
Yeah, that's off top. Everybody, and then how we talk the most watched games.
Yeah.
This was the most watched. 40 million people watched the damn.
And then
It's good, but that shit would have been built if we'd have kept winning, just because people want to see what the fuck if we gonna win or
that
lose.
shit would have went crazy.
Yeah, it would have kept getting higher, but it is what it is. We steady breaking records, but come on, man, the people love y'all. America's team, we got to get better. That's all I gotta fucking say.
And then I was picking Jordan Love during the year, like just on the strength, like I know Buddy good, but he showed he was good, but that ain't all you gotta say. I know you got a lot more to say.
Yeah, I just it's just hurt, man. You just talking now because I've been real. Like, I don't know if it's been numb, man. I just ain't feeling. Especially when the Eagles lost yesterday, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. It don't hurt as much.
It's next year.
It still hurts always next year.
Yeah,
that's
know.
our motto. We
know.
them motherfucking boys.
Yeah.
It is. It next year's our year. Always next year, baby.
Cable dogs. Yeah. All right.